Hello, I'm Charlton Heston. I'd like to welcome you to this program about Joshua and the legendary Battle of Jericho. Now, Joshua, you may recall, was the man God selected to lead the people of Israel into the Promised Land. I've always thought it strange that Moses wasn't granted that privilege. After all, it was he who led the people out of Egypt and gave them the Ten Commandments. What's more, he'd guided them through the wilderness for 40 years. If there's one consistent theme in the Bible, of course, it's that God has his own reasons for doing what he does. Your men are not to question his actions, they must simply abide by his laws. Moses ultimately understands this and quietly accepts his fate. Your destiny is to finish the work I began, he tells Joshua. I am the past, you are the future. Exactly what the future will hold for the Israelites, no one knows. It's clear that they will at last be allowed to cross over Jordan and enter the Promised Land. But God will not allow them to settle down to a peaceful existence. They must prove themselves yet again by conquering the non-believers who still inhabit the region. When Joshua realizes what must be accomplished, he's concerned. Gazing across the River Jordan at the city of Jericho, he can't imagine how the Israelites can launch a successful invasion. But while Joshua lacks faith in himself, he never lacks faith in God. And when the Lord gives the young leader a detailed plan of attack, Joshua executes it without hesitation. Before they can even reach Jericho, the Israelites must cross the Jordan. And this in itself seems to be an impossible task. And there are those serving under Joshua who question how it can be accomplished. Joshua's answer reflects the central theme of the Bible. Trust in the Lord, he will make it happen. Joshua is right. In a dramatic moment that parallels the parting of the Red Sea, God forces the river to flow back upstream until dry ground is exposed. In spite of this miraculous event, an Israelite named Achan continues to question Joshua's plan. But Joshua perseveres. What happens next is unusual, to say the least. Acting on instructions from God, Joshua informs the people that there will be no direct assault on the city. Instead, they will march around the city for 6 days. Then, on the 7th day, when the priests blow their trumpets, the people will shout. And at the sound of their voices, the walls of Jericho will fall down flat. When the Israelites begin their strange ritual, the inhabitants of Jericho conclude that they must be fools. They soon realize, of course, how badly they've misjudged the situation. When the people raise their voices, just as Joshua had instructed them to do, the walls do indeed come a-tumbling down. To this day, it's possible to visit the remains of Jericho, and archaeologists have found evidence to suggest that the walls did, in fact, collapse. Now, whether their destruction was caused by an earthquake or by some other natural phenomenon, no one can say. Personally, I like the biblical version. And by the end of this program, I think you'll agree that it's a story of extraordinary power. So, let's get started. Your guide as you travel back to the banks of the Jordan and to the ancient city of Jericho will be my friend Simon. You'll be meeting him very soon. But now it's time for me to bid you farewell. I'll see you again soon. Until then, peace be with you.
Where is our promised land? Are we there yet? We hate the sound impatient. Are we on the right track? Are we getting any closer? Maybe we should turn back. Are we there yet? We're really very anxious to find this promised place, but some of us believe it's just a wild goose chase. generation was born along the way. Children without homes, born to roam and stray. We've traveled so long, our backs are sore and aching. We try to keep our faith, but our hearts are breaking. Are we there yet? We hate to sound impatient. Are we on the right track? Are we getting any closer? Maybe we should turn back. Are we there yet? We're really very anxious to find this promised place, but some of us believe it's just a wild goose chase. Does this land of milk and honey even exist? Are we chasing a mirage, lost in the desert mist? Please tell us, oh Lord, is this what you had in mind? To send us on a search for a place we'd never find? Are we there yet? We hate to sound impatient. Are we on the right track? Are we getting any closer? Maybe we should turn back. Are we there yet? We're really very anxious to find this promised place, but some of us believe it's just a wild goose chase. Are we there yet? We hate to sound impatient. Are we on the right track? Are we getting any closer? Maybe we should turn back. Are we there yet? We're really very anxious to find this promised place, but some of us believe it's just a wild goose chase.
Could this be
Tell
it?
us, Moses.
Have we finally reached the promised land?
Yes.
Is this the place, Moses? Are we here?
Yes, child. Beyond this river called Jordan lies the promised land. After 40 years of wandering, he has delivered us unto the promised land.
Praise the Lord! Now we can rest.
There's no rest for us, Eliezer. We must fight to possess the promised land.
Fight who?
The Canaanites, Achan. They won't give up all this without a fight.
You took us out of Egypt to be slaughtered by Canaanites?
Perhaps God wishes to test us, Zabdi.
So the Israelites camped on the east bank of the Jordan in the land of Moab and waited. Meanwhile, Moses summoned the entire nation of Israel to hear the words of the Lord.
Hear, O Israel, the words of the Lord your God. You have seen the wonders of the Lord time and time again. He delivered us from Egyptian slavery and sustained us in the desert, and given you his commandments, which you must obey. Now he leads you to the promised land. Be not tempted by evil, for if you break the Lord's covenant, he will take the promised land away and divide us. But if you keep his commandments, you shall live and prosper there. The Lord has told me I shall not enter the promised land.
Who will lead us if not you?
Fear not, for the Lord has chosen who will lead you against your enemies. Stand forth, Joshua, son of Nun, for the Lord is with you.
Joshua is not fit to lead.
Wonderful! Your time has come.
Yes, Othniel. Wonderful.
I knew it, old friend.
The time has come, Joshua, for you to lead your people.
Achan's not pleased. There could be trouble.
Achan's all talk. Besides, everyone believes in Joshua.
Except Joshua.
Why me, Moses?
I asked myself that same question 40 years ago. Don't worry, Joshua. As God was with me, so shall he be with you.
Moses, aren't you returning to the camp?
My path lies in a different direction.
But
Your destiny is to finish the work I began. I am the past, Joshua. You are the future.
So Moses climbed Mount Nebo to be with the Lord, leaving Joshua to lead the Israelites.
Finally, Caleb, the moment we've been waiting for. Joshua, our commander, the new patriarch, leading us into the glory of battle.
You only think battle is glorious because you've never been in one.
you'll get that chance soon enough, Othniel. For now, all we need is a good night's rest.
But now is the time to prepare for battle.
A bit anxious, isn't he?
As we were 20 years ago.
Joshua, tell us, what's our first move?
I eat. I see your new appointment hasn't spoiled your appetite.
I'm the same man I've always been, Caleb. No better, no worse than I was yesterday.
Something's wrong. I'll talk to him. What are you worried about? The River Jordan?
The city, Jericho.
We cross over at Jericho?
I'm not sure. The city is well defended. I don't know why the Lord led us to this place, Caleb, or why I was chosen to lead the people. I'm no Moses.
Everything will become clear soon enough, old friend. Yes, Akon?
We must speak to Joshua.
Yes?
Preparing for battle, Joshua.
Yes, Akon. In 3 days, we march to the River Jordan and seize Jericho.
I beg you to reconsider, Joshua.
No. Let's hear his reasoning.
Jericho is the best place to cross.
You have a plan, then?
It is the Lord's plan, Akon.
An assault on Jericho is madness.
Some thought it was madness to leave Egypt, too.
Joshua's no leader.
Agreed.
We need someone wiser to lead us to the promised land.
But who?
Me, you fool!
Our army crosses the river here to Jericho. But we need to know what's waiting for us. I'm sending 2 spies to get a
closer look at Jericho from the inside?
Exactly.
And how will our spies get into Jericho?
Disguised as merchants. We'll go together, just like old times.
Joshua, no. You're our leader now. If you get hurt on this mission or killed, who will lead us? Send Zabdi with me, or Akon.
I don't trust them.
There must be someone.
What's going on?
We're planning a spy mission into Jericho.
Oh, let me go!
You, Othniel?
This isn't a game, Othniel.
You're too young and inexperienced.
Weren't you once? beg you, Joshua, give me the chance to prove myself. I won't fail you.
Go on. Get your things.
What? I get to be a spy? For real?
Get to it, boy, before he changes his mind.
Yes, sir. Right away. I meant to do that.
Lord, guide me. I pray I've not sent my friends to their deaths.
So it was decided by Joshua, the servant of God, that 2 men would be sent to see what waited inside the city of Jericho.
Our army would get bogged down if we tried to cross here.
Making us easy targets for the Canaanite archers.
Remember, when we reach the guards, let me do the talking.
Jericho was a mighty city, fortified by high walls and armed with many warriors. Many travelers stopped there to trade.
Merchants, eh? And what do you want in Jericho?
We're,
We were sent by Jethro, Sheik of Median, to trade cloth for wheat.
If those 2 are merchants, I'm a dancing girl from the Temple of Baal. Tell the king we have Israelite spies in the city.
Come on!
Over here! Bring it! Over!
Jericho was a wicked place, given to cruelty and corruption.
Sounds very strange.
No, it's strange.
They worshipped the god Baal and were ruled by a cruel king.
Well, what is it?
I have news from Captain Garlet, great king. Israelite spies have entered our city.
Tell Garnet to bring them to me in chains. Those spies will never leave Jericho alive. You've done well.
Living in the city of Jericho was a woman named Rahab. She toiled in the ways of ill repute.
Pour some wine and celebrate with me, Rahab.
Did your rich uncle die?
Guess who was rewarded for delivering important news to the king? I'm an important man now, likely to be promoted.
Must have been very important news.
2 Israelite spies are trapped inside the city. Thanks to me, they'll never leave Jericho alive.
Tell me more.
Come on! Over here, bring it! Over!
I'm glad I found you. The north wall has a weak spot. That's where we should attack.
Let's not announce our plans inside the enemy's camp.
Sorry. It's just that the north wall is a good spot to attack.
Well done, Othniel.
Good sir. Do you think this lamp is worth its asking price? I have better pieces at half the price. Come, you must see for yourself.
Thank you, but no.
But I insist. The king knows you're here. If you want to live, follow me.
Othniel, I think we should look at this woman's lamps. She may have what we need.
Yes, Caleb, if you say so.
They must have gone the other way. Come on!
Thank you.
We're not safe yet. My house is in another section of the city. You'll be safe there for a while. You only have a few hours before Garlot and his men find you.
How do we escape?
My roof is next to the city wall. I can let you down after it gets dark. The guards in that tower don't pay much attention to what I do here on my roof.
They don't?
I pay them well to look the other way. I do not choose to be what I am. I was sold into this life.
Then you're not a Canaanite? Is that why you help us now?
I have heard that your God is powerful, that he delivered you out of slavery.
Is that the bargain, then? Our lives for your freedom?
I don't care what happens to me, as long as my son is free.
It's fair.
She's not one of us.
We owe her our lives.
I can't promise, but I'll ask. Perhaps God will listen.
I'll pray your God won't forsake me.
The king offers 100 gold pieces to anyone who leads us to the Israelite spies!
What? You must
must hide. Here, under here.
Move over, old man.
Where are they, boy? Tell me!
Leave my son alone!
The Israelites. Where are they?
There's no one here but my son and I.
Check the room.
Why would I help Israelites, Garland?
Captain! You'd better look at this! Sir, the wall's very low here.
Garland, you're wasting time. The Israelites are probably at the city gates right now.
The gates were closed at sunset.
Perhaps they escaped through the underground tunnels in the Temple of Baal.
Send men to the Temple of Baal. Search the tunnels. Now! Go! If we don't find them, I'll be back.
Come back anyway, whatever happens. Go downstairs and bar the door. Don't open it for anyone. You have to go, now!
Thank you, Rahab.
Hurry, they'll be back.
You saved our lives. Thank you.
The Lord will deliver you. I give you my word.
I'll believe it when you return.
I will. Take this strand of red rope, tie it in your window where I can see it from the street.
Be strong and of good courage, Othniel.
Promises in the Lord's name, Othniel.
Maybe the Lord put Rahab here to help us, Caleb.
The Canaanites were searching for them everywhere.
What are you doing?
When Moses was a baby, his mother saved him from the Pharaoh's soldiers by covering his basket with mud and hiding it along the banks of the Nile.
As Caleb and Othniel made their way back, Joshua made ready for battle.
planning the assault without me, Akan?
You wanted the march organized. I'm organizing it.
What's this? A battle plan? An early morning crossing through the marshes. A sudden assault on the main gate of the city. Impressive, but foolish.
Foolish? Why?
It's been raining, Akan. The Jordan is flooded. We'll never make it across now.
What do you expect us to do? Your spies are probably dead.
They're back!
Thank God you're alive.
We have much to discuss.
In my tent.
I need to wash up.
Come on, Othniel. Tell us, what's really waiting for us in Jericho?
A city that God will deliver to us.
Othniel and I noticed that the north wall is a weak spot.
Good work, Caleb. Now, we must figure out how to cross the flooded River Jordan.
Hear me, Joshua, servant of God.
I am here, Lord.
Arise, for this is the day I shall begin to exalt you above all men. You must carry the Ark of the Covenant before you. When you reach the edge of the Jordan's waters, tell the priests to stand in the river.
But what then, Lord? How do I... You scared me.
Sorry, Joshua.
What's bothering you, young friend?
I'm worried about a girl I met in Jericho.
Oh?
She risked her life to save ours, and I promised the Lord would take care of her.
Well, if she's truly our ally, Othniel, God will deliver her. Now, you go get some sleep. Tomorrow, the Lord will lead us over the Jordan.
So Joshua did as the Lord commanded, and he set the ark at the head of his people so that they would take heart.
Hear, O Israel, the words of the Lord. Let the priests carry the Ark of the Covenant before you, and you shall witness the power of the living God of Israel.
You are the servant of the Lord, and must be obeyed. The Israelites are moving towards the river, great king.
When they get stuck in the mud, they'll be easy targets. Prepare your archers, Garlet.
Is the Lord with us today?
Have faith, old friend. The Lord has commanded us to cross over the River Jordan.
How? The water rages!
Trust in the Lord, Akan. He will make it happen. this day.
How?
The Lord said, have 12 men, one from each tribe. Take a large stone from this spot.
Each stone will remind us of what the Lord did here today. The Lord is truly with you, Joshua.
But that was the genius of it. Joshua knew that the sight of the ark would inspire us.
One clever trick doesn't make you a leader, Joshua.
You call the power of the Lord a trick?
The Jordan isn't the Red Sea, and the walls of Jericho are very high.
What's wrong, Joshua?
The walls are too high. Who are you? Are you for us or for our enemies?
I bring a message, Joshua.
Forgive me. I am not the man I should be.
You are a good servant, Joshua. Do as the Lord commands you, and he shall deliver Jericho into your hands.
Joshua is afraid, I tell you. Afraid his luck has run out.
A messenger of the Lord spoke to me.
What does the Lord command?
For 6 days, we march in silence.
March where, Joshua?
Around the walls of Jericho. So says the Lord God.
The fools! They're walking in circles around our walls!
Let them march, Captain. We shall stay here, safe behind our great walls.
For 6 days they marched in silence, shutting out the taunts of their enemies.
What will you do?
Some lost faith in the Lord, but many believed that the Lord was with Joshua. And on the 7th day, Joshua led the Israelites around the walls of the city 7 times, and then he halted them outside Jericho's gates.
Eleazar, order the ram horns to sound.
No!
Again! Again! Sound the ram horns until the Lord himself can hear you! Strike the drums! Let the Lord know we serve him, for our God
will, the Israelites took Jericho.
You made a promise to a woman who helped us, right?
Yes, I did.
Go and save her. Anything from the city. Those treasures belong to the Lord, our God. Come, we will put them in a safe place.
Follow me, if you want to live. Joshua, this is Rahab.
Be with our people, Rahab, and be one with the Lord God, who is God.
You are the servant of the Lord, Joshua, and no man may doubt you now.
After Jericho was destroyed, other Canaanite kings came out to do battle, but all were defeated. And Joshua, the servant of God, divided the land amongst the 12 tribes. For the Lord was with him in the promised land,